Yesterday we walked around the whole campus and we walked around the colleges and university. We spent a couple of hours visiting all the different areas of the town, and we were imagining and preparing for witnessing, thinking where we will find God's children, where we will find your sons and daughters, heavenly parents. So it's, as I prayed, this is a historical city. It's not just a city in the world, but this is where the Industrial Revolution began, where actually a transformation of the world could begin. Centering on the Industrial Revolution, mechanization spread across the world. So this place is where it started. In this country and in many of these northern cities, the very first machines were created. And then the cotton mills and all of the industrialization of the world.
And the Christian missionaries.
And the Christian missionaries. Of course, both was important. So Manchester sent out missionaries all over the world, as did Britain, as did many countries. But also God needed an industrial revolution at the same time. So God works externally as well as internally, right? So the providence was moving both internally through the missionary, the religious movement all over the world, but also the industrialization made so many things possible, right? As the Roman Empire made things possible for Christianity, God used the Roman Empire to spread, right? God used the Industrial Revolution and the Christian missionaries to spread the word, right? To bring Christianity to the world, which was Britain's mission. So, as you probably know from your studies, all of these missionaries are so well studied. They know everything very well, probably better than me, right? That Britain failed its mission, unfortunately. Britain was the Eve nation, and then Japan has received that mission since. Yeah, so Japan has been trying to carry that on their shoulders, which has been incredible challenge, incredible burden. I'm so sorry that we couldn't carry that, as a nation, as this nation couldn't. So great appreciation to all the Japanese. Let's have a round of applause for Japan, yeah? So that was originally our mission. But sadly, for various reasons, we couldn't fulfill. Okay. So just shortly, I wanted to talk a few words, and then we'll have lunch. But also before that, the missionaries are going to introduce themselves, and also, if it's okay, Junka, just briefly, you can explain the mission or what's the idea of UPA. So again, welcome everybody. I think we're all gathered now. And it's a momentous occasion, actually. I was saying, Radit, that last full-time witnessing was more than 20 years ago. Here with a brother called Franklin Fortune. He was the leader, a brother from the Caribbean, from Jamaica, like a Jamaican brother. He ran the last witnessing here in Manchester. So it's very momentous that we are starting up again. STF did come for 2 short periods. We did have witnessing with STF for 2 short periods. But yeah, so I want to share just a few words. So I'm sorry that many people couldn't come today. There was a confusion because Bolton changed date a few times, so we ended up with just a few today. But our grand opening is the next Sunday, when Bolton is coming to officially open this place, and everybody's going to roll up, and we will be maybe 40 rather than 20. But yeah, about witnessing. Witnessing, as I said in my prayer, Mother's main word actually to all of us is witnessing. Yeah, I was praying this morning, and it came to me so strongly, like if God could be on earth right now, if God could manifest into a body, He'd be witnessing, he'd be on the street, he'd be embracing his sons and his daughters. That's the heart of a parent. That is the heart of a parent, right? You worry about your sons and your daughters. You concern their suffering and their tears and their struggles and their difficulties. Now, when you walk around the streets of Bolton, as we did just yesterday, there's loneliness, disconnection. Yeah. So many people, they're studying. What's the biggest problem of university? Yeah, mental health problem? Loneliness. 50% of young people at university experience extreme loneliness. So there's a huge demand for what we are offering. Yeah. We are offering companionship, friendship, and of course, an understanding of the purpose of life, which is incredible, right? What we are offering. So True Mother reminds us that witnessing must begin from the heart of Heavenly Parent. So that's the motivation, right? We want to bring God's children back. So also, our goal is to see people as family. Yeah, we want to see people as family, welcome people back to God's family. Yeah. This is our goal, this is our purpose. But when we meet every person, so we are not strangers. This is my brother, this is my sister, who I just didn't see for a long time. Yeah? I didn't see them for a long time. You know, for a few years during COVID, I didn't see my family. And I was thinking that's the heart we should have in witnessing, right? You see your brother on the street you didn't see for 2 years. That feeling to come and embrace, and to the excitement, the feeling of finding my brother, my sister. Oh my God, it's my long lost brother. It's my sister I didn't see for so long, yeah? This is the heart of witnessing, yeah? Not that we are trying to find strangers out there, but if God is our parent for all of us, then that means that we are brothers and sisters, right? Easy peasy, it's simple, yeah? If God is the parent, then we are all brothers and sisters, right? If Satan wants to cut off God, if he can cut off God, then we just fight each other as enemies, right? For limited resources, for limited money and finance and all the things of the world, for land and for space. And you can see in the world right now, just switch on the TV, everyone fighting for oil, resources, and next it will be water, right? There will be the battle of water, they predict. Yeah, everyone fighting for resources, nobody sharing. If we're brothers and sisters, you naturally share, right? When I look at my children, they naturally share. Oh, half for me, half for you. It's human, that's supposed to be. Yeah? Human nature is supposed to be to share. Yet in this world, everyone is fighting for the bigger piece that they can get. Right? And that's the wars that we see and the struggles. Right? At university, students are fighting to get a better job so they can get more money, so they can get a better car, and better house. Everyone fights. Few people think to share. Sharing? Yeah. Sharing, nobody thinking, right? So yes, point 2, we are family. We are just long lost brothers and sisters. Yeah? And we find them on the street, right? That's the heart of witnessing. So, searching people. People are searching for the truth more than ever as these real last days are upon us. People are searching, deeply searching. They really are, not just in Brazil, not just in Russia, not just in Africa. People are searching. They're really searching. As the world gets more and more tough, people have the realization there's something more to life than this. Is this it? Is this what I sign up to? Is this my life? Of course, Satan wants to offer just some little tiny bit, right? A car, or maybe a house, or something material just to keep people happy, right? But the real internal is dead. And yearning for something, right? Is not quite there. Inside there's something trying to spark, trying to get out. And that is witnessing. We have to connect to that original mind of the people. Even they are lost. Even maybe they don't realize who they are. They've lost their identity. They have lost their purpose. Yeah? Trying to hang on to any kind of value. Yeah? In my hair or in my clothes. Something I can hold on to that will, so I can be stable. Right? So I've got to hold on to something. Otherwise, I've got to hold something. People are like on a boat that's up and down, and people just are so struggling, right? So they try to hold on to something. It's understandable, right? It's not illogical. It is understandable when people are in a crazy, changing, unclear future. You try to hold on to something that is solid. Yeah? But they are looking in all the wrong places. It's so tragic, right? Everybody looking in the wrong places to find something. And then when they grab it, it just, it turns out to be another false stability, false love, essentially, right? False love. Mother says there are many people prepared. They're waiting. We just need to find them. Mother says now is the time to witness. Heaven is urging us forward. Witnessing, maybe it feels like something that's so scary, or maybe that's challenging, or maybe we don't feel qualified. Maybe we feel not enough. If somebody looks at my life, maybe I am not an example, I'm not. How can I speak? But God has used imperfect people, right? The 12 disciples, me and Frank, we've watched the Chosen all the way through, haven't we, Frank? when you see the life of the disciples, it's totally, drama. It's kind of made up. But anyway, they try to share the situation of the disciples as best they can, according to the Bible, and guessing the bits in between, I guess. But they were so imperfect, they were so struggling, when we think that we are not qualified. But how much more we are qualified actually than the disciples. The disciples didn't understand Jesus, they had no idea. Jesus was so frustrated. Please stay with me, at least stay awake. They just all slept together. They couldn't understand even the seriousness of the situation. They didn't really understand who Jesus was. They followed him because he made miracles, many of them. They saw miracles and they were like, oh, this is a magician. We need to follow this magician. He's a miracle worker.
And also they were expecting a king. So,
yes.
So he might turn up to be a new king,
They thought, maybe he'll be the king. So maybe we don't feel ready. I thought when I was thinking about today, and many of you, I thought, maybe we don't feel ready. I don't feel ready. Finally, we all arrived here together on Friday night late when Junker came. And I thought, we're finally here. And my feeling when I went to bed was, I'm not ready. But I was never ready. I was never ready for marriage. Were we, darling? We were never ready for marriage. We were never ready for children. So if you guys think you're going to be ready, you won't be ready. Yeah? And you're like, oh, but I'm a missionary. I'll be ready. I'm a missionary, right? I'll be ready. Nah, you won't be ready. We'll never be ready. Our life is like that. Our life is always like that. God is always ahead of us. and we're always trying to catch up. And then when the mission comes like this, God sends us missionaries and we have witnessing, the center opens and it's like, we're not ready. It's normal. Yeah? Not being ready, guys, is normal. This is our life trying to follow true parents. We're not ready. Yeah? Maybe we did, how many years? 4 years preparation for this, missionaries? 4 years.
Yes, 4 years.
4 years. So missionaries have been preparing 4 years. Let's give a round of applause to them.
My wife is Japanese.
Yes. So that's incredible effort, right, to prepare for this moment. Yeah? We are very grateful and truly humbled by your effort, your investment. 4 years in preparation is massive. Yeah? So mother says you must raise spiritual children with love and devotion. So I think sometimes we're thinking, oh, can I stand in front of the board? Maybe Uncle Dale can give a good lecture, but I don't know if I can stand there and teach. But what Mother says is that witnessing is not just teaching. It's not just invitation. It's caring for someone and walking together with them. So it's more about heart. Yeah, we had our meeting the other day, and almost universally we went round the circle and everyone shared that witnessing it's more internal. It's about heart. It's about love. Yeah? It's about love at the end of the day. There's all kind of philosophy out there. People hearing all kinds of philosophy online, on YouTube, or everywhere. You can hear all kinds of education. But Mother's saying it's about heart and love. And we all have heart and love. That's the amazing thing. We all have heart and love. It's not something that's only for the intellectuals, or only for the teachers, or only for a certain group in society. Actually, love we all have. We all have the ability to serve and look after people. So witnessing is not something for a specific group or a special type or the only people who can teach, or yeah. Witnessing is for those who have a heart to want to share a love with somebody else. And that's witnessing. And that's what Mother's point is. So Mother's very famous words that heaven works through sincere devotion. Jongsong, right? Heaven works through your sincere devotion. Jongsong. So this is very short. Mother's always very short. Her words are so short, but exactly, she's right on the point, right? It's our hearts that can move someone. Yeah. It's not some my son, I love him to bits, but he stands at the board giving incredible education. He's the entertainer, you know Stephen, right? And that's part of it. But he's learning step by step that it's about love. It's about heart. It's about sharing. Standing and giving incredible lectures is also, please, let's do it. If we can, let's do that. Yeah? If we can do that. But let's use our heart. Yeah? So it's not, Mother says, it's not about having the perfect words. Maybe we're thinking, when we've got the perfect words, then we can witness.